Hey, what's up? It's Armin van Buuren again, here to tell you more about my new artist album, Intense, which will drop on May 3rd, 2013. Here it is, very proud of it. Track number 6 on the album is a track called Sound of the Drums. Actually, the story of this track started a couple of years ago. During the Mirage tour, I made a bootleg version of a beautiful song by Kings of Leon, performed by Laura Jansen. The track is called Use Somebody, and it was a big hit during my DJ sets. It started out as a bootleg mix. I sent it to Laura, to her label, and they really liked it, so we actually got the permission to release my bootleg version. So I started to communicate with Laura Jansen. She's partly Dutch, partly American, and I met actually with her a couple of times in the Netherlands and also in LA. We had a great time hanging out, went to dinner, and then we came with an idea for a song. So she came to my studio in my hometown, where she actually used to live as well. So for her it was sort of back a trip down memory lane. And it was really nice because we worked in the studio a couple of times, and then right before the release, or before we finished the master, she came back to finish the song. It's a song about the sound of the drums, you know, how much the sound of the drums can bring you back to love. So it's about electronic dance music, and it's also about love. And I think it's a song that really fits the mood of Laura Jansen. She's extremely talented. Also check out her track, Queen of Alba. She just released her own album, and she's one of the sweetest girls I've ever known. So check out the song, Sound of the Drums. The next track I want to tell you something about on Intense is a track called Alone. The story of this track started in Los Angeles when I was working together with Lady V, Victoria Horn. She's a writer that actually featured on my very first album, 76. I was in the studio with her and Reese Fulber. You might know him from Conjure One and Delirium. And also was working with Aruna, and that's in the studio. And we were working on a different song. And she told me about this incident that happened to her when she was walking the street. She saw an older guy falling down, and nobody was willing to help that older guy. And I was really shocked about this story. And she told me that she was actually writing a song about this with a girl called Lauren Evans. So I told her, like, wow, I think this is really a beautiful emotion, and I think it's something that really worries me. You know, we should look after each other in this world. A lot of people are alone and deserve to be helped. So I think, you know, if something happens on the street, somebody falls down or somebody needs to cross the street and can't do it by himself, I think you should always be there for that person. So I liked the idea of the song, and then she sent me an email saying, are you still interested to listen to the song? And she sent me a sort of an a cappella version that Lauren Evans did, and I loved it instantly. And I said, this is such a great, beautiful song. I think I want to include it on my next album. Is that possible? You know, you don't have a yes, you always have a no. So maybe, you know. And then she sent me the stems for the song, and we finished it. We did our own version with respect to the original vocal, and that's a track 7 on Intense, called Alone. A little bit more moody track, just another intense emotion. The next track on the album is a track that I did together with the Nervo sisters from Australia. They're an extremely talented couple from Australia, now living in the UK, but traveling all over the world. And I'm really proud to say that they are also an extremely successful DJ duo now. They worked on 3 songs on my last album, Feel So Good, Not Giving Up on Love, and Drowning. So it was only logical that we were going to go in the studio together again to work on another track. The track Drowning on my previous album, Mirage, did really well and featured a vocalist called Laura V. And the Nervo sisters went back into the studio with Laura V and myself to work on a track called Turn This Love Around, which is a sort of a combination of their sound and my sound. A very positive track again, a lot of energy, and I think it's, you know, a beautiful, energetic, a little bit more housey song. A track called Turn This Love Around on Intense. The next song I want to tell you something about on Intense is a track called Wont Let You Go, and I'm really proud to tell you that I've worked on this song together with the very talented singer from Los Angeles, Aruna. I always dreamed of working with her because I love her songs. She's worked with several artists around the world, and her voice has something special to it. So we started sending each other ideas through the internet. I made an instrumental track, and she came back with a sort of a basic structure for a song. And then the initial demo was called God, but I like the idea that the lyric that she had in the song, because I still believe in you and I, like love, like in God. You know, that's how strong our love is. So I really thought that was a good song, but I wanted to have an energetic dance song on the album that I could also fit in a peak time set. So because her voice is really suitable for the dance floor as well, I think. So it's a little bit more dance floor different track. When we finished sort of the idea for the song, I flew to Los Angeles, worked in the studio of Ries Fulber to record the final vocal. So Aruna and I actually came together and we comped the vocal together. That's when I took the vocal, the a cappella back home, and that's where I finished the production for Won't Let You Go, which is track 9 on my new artist album, Intense. Now the next track I want to tell you something about is actually 2 tracks. It has 2 ideas on the album, but it's 1 sound file. It changes the mood of the album a little bit. It consists of, first of all, a track called In 10 Years From Now, and the second part is Last Stop Before Heaven. If you want to know what In 10 Years From Now means, you have to watch my documentary, A Year with Armin van Buuren, and then you'll know. And the track behind it, that actually continues, is Last Stop Before Heaven, which is basically going back to a little bit to my roots of EDM, a little bit more progressive, no vocals in there. A track that I really made for the dance floor, or for, you know, those nights when you're in your car and it's dark outside and you can drive a little bit faster. It's not a classical 4/4 structure. I'm really proud of this track. It's personally one of my favorite tracks on the album. It's a little bit more experimental, a little bit more deep, and I really hope to play it a lot in my DJ sets.